Hey folks, today we're going to be working on a Vaterra Ascender. Primarily the shocks here. You see that these are Boom Racing Type G shocks. So far, these have not been impressive. The standard shock is better. The Boom Racing shocks come with three sets of springs, soft, medium, and hard. They came out of the box with the hard springs installed. They were so hard, in fact, I didn't get any dampening on these things at all. So I switched to the softer spring, and now, as you can see, they just kind of just sag and stay there. And I did put oil in these because they're designed for oil, hence the overflow, the piggyback. Still not happy. I haven't tried the medium spring yet, and at this point, I don't think I want to. I think I'll set them aside and deal with it later. Today, they're getting the regular shock back on it. So yeah, let's do that. I don't think these shocks were wise. I wouldn't call them an upgrade because so far they haven't been an upgrade. In fact, they've been a pain in the you know what. And they so far they seem to me like a fail. And yeah, there's an old saying in a hot rod. It's all show, no go. Try to keep my arms out of the frame. You guys can stay with me. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe these shocks are good for another application, but on this particular vehicle, I've not been impressed. I mean, you can see the earlier videos with this Vaterra in it. It's the one with the Jeep body there, and you can clearly see in the videos that the shocks don't give much, you know. And so yeah, what a disappointment. Yeah, I know this is probably not worthy of a video, but you know what? I got home from early today and I needed to get this done before the weekend because I want to shoot some running video. And yeah, if I could just get it in there. Just love it when a plan comes together. Come on, guys. Sometimes they get so tight that you almost have to, excuse me. Use a screwdriver to kind of open this up just a tad. We'll see how this works out. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. Sometimes you also need a third hand. Get this out of here. Maybe this screw is more of a pain in the you know what. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Maybe. See how this is working out. Sometimes you just gotta finesse it in there just a little. Usually shocks are not this, shock installation isn't this temperamental. But the way Vaterra has this sandwiched in here with one of the lower rear, well, and the front lower links, the plastic is a little tight. There's one past the shock itself. Now I have to get to the link, and there we are. Okay. Let's see how we can get this on here. Yeah, you know, the original shocks worked pretty well, but I guess I was just going for, you know, probably an upgrade, but more so the look. But you know what? If they don't work, who cares about the look? I need them to function. I need the shock to do its job. And yeah, these were not doing it. I'll show you that Boom Racing shock up close here in a minute. As soon as I get this little nut on here. If I can get that little nut on there. Right. I got it started. Okay, so hold this with your needle nose. And then let's do the top one real quick. And this is going to be a perfect time to show you a side-by-side comparison. Okay. Type G, upgrade. Upgrade. Stock shock provided by Vaterra. Now let's push this down, and you can clearly see, hopefully you can see that. Let's see here. That was so sloppy. So anyway, we got one shock done. Let's talk about these Type Gs for a moment. Here is the Type G. The idea of the piggyback, it's just like a real car. You're supposed to have an overflow, so if they get a real heavy, I mean, look at that. I mean, this spring in there is so wheezy and cheesy. Alright, so anyway, I got off topic. The idea is you get pressure, the oil flowing in here, so your damper can actually work more efficiently. I feel like there's more air in there than oil. Look at how that sticks. Yeah, that's uncool. To me, so far, this has been a fail. But I haven't given up on them yet. I still haven't tried the medium spring in there yet, but at this point, I just want to get this truck back together. So yeah, I'll come back when I have all fours on. I got the two rear ones done, and I got one front one done. This is going to be a good example as to what I'm talking about. The front here. Push down. See that? The stock shock is so outperforming the so-called upgrade. You see that? Just gotta pull this down ourselves. Yeah. Fail. Alright. Here we are. Seems like we're back in business. Yeah. Nice. One thing I want to point out on this Vaterra real quick, a little disappointing, but the steering linkage rod, you see how it's kind of all, let's see if you can see this here, kind of twisted and gnarly. That's no good. We were rock crawling, and I noticed this thing just started to, you see that? twist up a little bit. This rod here. Anyway, I fixed it just by simply pulling on it a little bit, which I was quite surprised to see how weak it was. So we'll have to see how long that rod holds up. Yeah. It's not like this is being jumped off a roof like a stadium truck, because that's not the case. So yeah, let's put our wheels on. By the way, not that you're wondering, but I'm going to share it to you anyway. These are the Boom Racing high mass bead locks, 3-piece, very heavy rim. You know, I do like that, and I went with the Proline TSL Super Swamper. Very nice tire with the memory foam. I mean, it grabs rocks very nice, but it also adds a little balance weight wise when I'm using this heavy hard plastic body, because with the stock wheel these are very light, so this thing was very top heavy until I countered it with this really heavy rim, you know. So all 4 of those all the way around adds a lot of weight, lower your center of gravity, so to speak. So yeah, that's food for thought. Now that Boom Racing product I'm happy with, and actually looks good too, well, when it's clean. But I'm going to do a little cleaning on this vehicle too. Yeah. I know it's probably not exactly exciting to watch somebody work on their RC cars, but you know what? There are people that enjoy it, and I enjoy watching YouTube videos when people are working on their cars. And maybe you pull something away from it too. Take it with you. Knowledge, I mean. And if anybody wants to chime in on those Boom Racing Type G piggyback shocks, successes or failures, by all means, leave a comment below. Yeah, well, you can't win them all. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, we got our suspension back. Yeah, look at that. And it's actually popping back up and dropping down when it needs to. Amazing. So yeah, got the battery on a charge right now, and a little while take this out, see how it's performing, and yeah. But that's it, folks. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about these shocks for a minute. I'll give you an update. I'm going to try the medium spring on here, and I'll let you know if these are actually just crap, or is it just finding the right combination. But I mean, it's not responsive enough for that, you know. I mean, it just bottoms out so fast, and with a little weight, just a little weight, I mean, they're collapsing. And I'm using 45 weight oil in here, so I mean, it's not like I'm using water. Yeah, oh, this one's wonderful. Look at that. Probably need a little help here. Yeah, there you go. A little help. Yeah. So this was a disappointment. But again, I'll try the medium springs on here, and you know what? I'll give you an update. Cheers, folks.